Prepare to attack the enemy's control points.
Get behind me, Doctor!
I am fully charged!
You are listening to Control Point, a Team Fortress 2 podcast with Brent Copeland, Eric Fullerton, Wes Wilson, and Spencer Williams.
Control Point, Episode 19, recorded on February 24th, 2008.
I'm Brent Copeland.
I'm Eric Fullerton.
I'm Wes Wilson.
And I'm Spencer Williams with a huge delay.
Nice.
You do have a huge delay.
I know.
That's what all the girls tell me.
The internet sucks.
So let's see if I can get this right. It's episode 19 now.
Yes,
Welcome to...
Are we on episode 19?
episode 19?
Yeah, and this is the first
Does
episode.
that mean that next episode is episode 20?
The one before 20, yeah. 20 minus 1. If this is the first episode that we've done live. So we have a chat room here, and we have a webcam set up, and people are watching us right now. And people are amazed about how many candy corns Wes can shove into his pie hole. In fact, this week we have bunny corn.
I thought it was my talk hole.
Your
What he called it last week.
Now, these things are multicolored.
Yeah.
But enough about the bunny corn.
I don't know. Welcome to the official Bunny Corn podcast, where all your bunny corn news all the time.
Well, we've got nerds too.
Yeah, we do.
So anyway, hey, Eric.
Yes.
I tried to FedEx the briefcase back to you. Did you get it?
Yeah, actually, I did. I got a little package, and I opened it up, and there was a little toy car in it. And I was thinking, what? Why is there a little toy car? Yeah, I have it back here. Sorry, the webcam can't see it, but it's a tiny little, like a little car.
Wow, I'm looking down there, and it is really tiny.
It's getting bigger. Oh my god, it just transformed into this briefcase. Nice.
Wow, that was terrible.
Can you put some fake papers in there? Or are you gonna?
Let's see.
Oh,
Let me open this thing up.
What's in there?
And now, sorry, I just hit the mic with this big old briefcase.
For the record, I did not send a transforming briefcase. That's someone else's briefcase you got there.
Oh my god.
Really?
Be careful.
Oh my god.
Ticking?
I don't even want to look.
Is something ticking?
Oh, it's just papers. And a flashlight.
It's a lightsaber.
So now that's the briefcase open. What does it have?
Oh, man.
You know what it doesn't have in it?
What?
It doesn't have the Badlands. The reconnaissance center.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's missing the reconnaissance papers.
We have made a command decision to postpone our reconnaissance, so there is no reconnaissance in the briefcase.
Yeah.
And there's several reasons why we did that, but primarily, we've got the new scout thing going on today, and we wanted to do that. And second, we just don't feel like it's been out long enough for us to, have any real input on it.
And then additionally, we're on a little bit of a rush because we've got some stuff to do today, and
Like the female scout?
Female scout?
Yes.
Are we going to talk about that too?
We are.
And are we going to talk about a bunch of player contributions and reconnaissance? And surveillance?
Nah.
You
well,
sure?
okay, let's do it.
We can do. We've got a lot of stuff, and we actually wrote down every person's name whose contributions we're going to mention online today.
Yeah.
That's not true. I am several times going to say, and then this awesome thing happened, but I don't remember who it was.
I thought the real plan was not to talk about that at all.
Well,
Something snuck in there anyway.
It's meta. It's meta.
It's the corn.
It's meta.
It is the corn. Nom, 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 nom.
So,
C is for candy corn.
are we starting off with weeks here?
So,
Yeah.
that's what we normally do.
Okay.
Do you want to go first, Spencer?
No,
Why not?
because I want to see what the people who didn't write anything have to say.
I'll go first. I had a pretty long week. Let's see here. I got it on lots of different little index cards here. So this week I played some Snow Fort, some Toy Fort, some 2 Fort. Played
Fort.
I played Facing, the awesome UT map in outer space, which was my favorite UT map. But somehow it just isn't that cool in TF2.
No, it's not. I agree with you.
So it's very slow, and it was very fast-paced map in UT. Here it's just like
I haven't
Sniper
seen
War, and
that.
it doesn't really make sense,
And it ends up being a engineer map.
Yeah.
Basically, it's how do we get by all the engineer stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But it was fun just to see it again. Nostalgic, I guess.
It was a lot of fun to fall down the hole in the middle.
Yeah.
and watch the little figure 8 fly away from you.
Well, about the coolest thing about the map is the fact that when you're inside the forts, there's regular gravity, and when you're outside the fort, there's no gravity, so you're just kind of jumping around like you're in outer space. So that was kind of neat.
I still have to play that one.
No, you can skip it.
I want to try that too because I kind of thought that would work. I guess it doesn't.
Yeah.
It might work better with low gravity.
Yeah.
It might.
But also, let's see, what else do I have? This was neat. Me and Wes, we gave a tour to Got Clutch. He's one of our 360 listeners, and he was borrowing a friend's account just to get online and check out the PC version. So me and Wes were kind of up late, and we thought, well, why don't we just give him a tour of the best custom maps available, or the ones that we like?
Because he had done all the Valve maps, and we were like, hey, well, have you seen this map? Oh, let's do that one. Oh. And we were moving from map to map, and it was pretty cool. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Did you remember what happened though?
Oh, what?
Eventually, I got to a point where they wanted to. What map was I supposed to switch it to?
I don't remember.
I can't remember what it was.
Duel 2?
No, I changed
Convoy.
We were on Convoy, and people couldn't download it. So I was supposed to go to another thing, and I got Snowfort started, I think. And then I forgot to turn off Beatles, and instead of turning on All Talk, which is 9993, I hit 6663, which is change map to the 6th map. So instantly I changed it, and the 6th map in our list is the Quad Alpha 1.
Which is the third apartment in hell, apparently.
Which
6663.
Well,
Nice.
the bad thing is it changed it to a map that wasn't even on the server.
Ouch.
So the whole server kind of got locked up, and everybody got booted out, and nobody could play. So
Yeah.
I killed our server.
That's
Oops.
okay. I did
Wes
that
is the
quite a
worst
bit.
server mod ever. I mean, really, epically bad. You're just terrible.
I know I am. I'm a bad person. But we did get it fixed, but no, I felt bad.
Last night, I played with, let's see, I think I was on server 4. Or no, I was on server 1 for a while. There was no one there, and me and Mr. Eagle and ClydeFrog thought, oh, let's just go to 1. There's no one there. And then within minutes, it filled up, and that was kind of cool.
Well, number
if you
one
play
is
there, they will come.
and number one's been going slow lately because a lot of the regulars are going to 4. Now the problem is that I like for us to be ambassadors to the other people in the TF2 community, and the way to get new people to come in and play with CP people is to play on server 1. The people out there do not join server 4. So if all of our regulars just hang out on server 4 and ignore server 1, we're leaving it to strangers, and the good vibe that's in the CP servers doesn't go over to the people who don't know who we are.
Right. So after just playing on 1 for a little bit, I decided to hop on 4. Hopped on 4 to play with the other side of all the other people that I hadn't played with in a while. And so I'm on there, and it's just fun. We have All Talk on. I thought, hey, let's do something fun. Let's pick 2 leaders, split up, turn All Talk off, and play Dust Bowl, and just freaking go to town, right? So I was like, okay, I'm going to nominate Rasputin. And he's like, oh, man. I'm like, so we split into teams. It was Ukamavasi and versus Rasputin. So what we thought to do is to line up on a wall and start choosing people like we're in middle school playing dodgeball.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we tried
Oh
that.
man, so someone had to be picked last?
Yes.
Yeah. So some
Oh
idiots
my
kept
god,
shooting
that's
people.
terrible.
Some idiots kept shooting people. So we thought, okay, stop shooting. And then we thought, okay, you know what? Let's go to a private server. So we all go to 3, where it was totally fine. No one shot anybody. We all lined up in Dust Bowl, and Ukamavasi and Rasputin stood away from the thing and said, okay, I want him, I want him, I want him, I want him. And so we split up and then fought, and then...
Did you have to stick to the class that you had when you were in the lineup?
No. Because I was up to the leader, basically. So,
Okay.
and...
Did any Joker spy start stabbing everyone while they were lined up?
I was a spy while we were lined up, just for fun. We did a bunch of synchronized jumping, synchronized taunting, and stuff like that. It was kind of neat. But in the end, Rasputin won. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, that's because he's
Oh,
I was on a
He's got
Kamavasi
that
team.
stare that'll
yes.
bring you down.
But that was a lot of fun. Also, there was, I guess, kind of a little shout out to this guy who had the coolest name ever. His name is Attack Idea, not Willy Nilly.
Yeah, because we said we don't like willy nilly.
Yeah.
We removed willy nilly from our friends list.
Yeah.
That's mean.
I know. What were
I
we
didn't.
thinking?
I didn't get that memo.
What was that, Spencer?
I didn't get that memo. He's still on my friends list.
Oh.
I still like you, willy nilly.
I would talk about the Scout song, but I'll just leave that for maybe the news section or something.
Okay.
That's about it.
Awesome.
Who wants to go next? You, Brett.
Hey, I guess I'm going next.
You.
Let's look in the document. Nothing here. Well, I've been working on a bunch of this stuff, and haven't really had much time to play TF2. We had one night where we were playing, and me and Eagle had to ban some speed hackers.
I've been hearing a lot about those speed hackers.
I know, and if someone knows how to fix that, we would love to hear about it, because it's rather annoying. And I don't know if it's the same guy somehow changing his info, but he comes in there with no name, and he's just zooming around the place. And it's
I banned somebody this week for hacking too.
What are they doing?
Aimbot. I found a sniper with an aimbot. He was aiming at people behind walls. We were playing. I came onto server 1. It was on Ice World, and I saw that this guy had this score, and he was doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So I went to spectator and I followed him. And you know how in Ice World they have those little alleys, and then people can run by the opening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, a spy came running across the opening, and the sniper was shooting with his gun the whole time. It's like he knew he was going to come, and then it was just so I banned him.
Nice work.
That's when someone's running forward.
Sweet.
You assume they're not going to continue.
No, my point is that he should not have known the spy was going to be there.
Oh,
The spy came running across the opening, and he
Right.
shot him for the whole length of the
before
trip.
he was okay. I thought you meant
He
came across
had
one
one of
opening and
those
then he got him
texture.
on the neck.
No,
Or
no.
something.
It was one opening, and as soon as he popped into sight, the guy was on him with his gun.
Right.
And the sniper stuff was just crazy. I mean, it was as soon as somebody came into sight, bam, bam. So I caught
That's
an
no fun.
aimbot.
Well, it's just, I don't know. I thought, I've been kind of lax about checking into that sort of stuff because I thought VAC kind of, took care. It gives you that nice, warm, fuzzy feeling with the shield every
It
time you
does.
log in.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to work so well.
No.
So, I don't know.
There's
I'll
a
look
few
more
things that
into
don't work, but the good thing is if you suspect somebody of cheating, you can talk to a mod. They can go spectator mode, follow the person, and find out what's going on.
Yeah. And
Do you
that's
think it could have been a wall hack? Exhibit A in the chat room saying it looks like maybe it was a wall hack.
I don't think it was a wall hack. And the reason I don't is because he was playing sniper and he was standing on the last cap point right outside the opening
right
to the spawn, and he was not shooting sniper bullets until the person came into view. So it knew to look for certain things. Now, it might have been a wall hack plus an aimbot, and it knew how to tell when something was behind a wall or not.
right.
Yeah.
But for the most part, no. He had an aimbot and possibly a wall hack. But
Well, yeah, because I watched that. There was a YouTube video, I believe, showing the aimbot and it is crazy. I mean, it's like you're saying, it just follows the heads and switches, and I don't know if there's something to fix that or not yet.
Well, it's pretty easy. I mean, it's pretty easy to detect. If you're in spectator mode, you can just watch their behavior because people just don't play like that. That's just not the way it works. When there's no reason to suspect somebody's going to come running out of a door, and the moment that they do, somebody, they turn and shoot.
Right.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
So I hate dirty cheaters.
Dirty cheaters. So why were you dancing a second ago? Because
somebody on the video chat goes, dance! And Devil Turnip said we were too busy. So while you were doing your weekly thing, I decided to dance for everybody.
Oh, well, that was very sweet of you.
Well,
eat some more candy corn.
They're sending me dollars.
There's some more candy corn.
I'm going to tuck them into my underpants.
Some sweethearts.
I still haven't eaten my nerds.
Oh, okay. Well, we're getting off subject here. I'll just go ahead and say nothing else really major happened my week, so I'll move on to you,
Wesley.
Nerds.
Eater of the nerds.
Well, like I said, I banned somebody for having an aimbot. I also ran into some racism on the server. I was on server 1. People started spouting some racism.
Oh, I was there.
And I said, in one quick thing, I said, no more racism. There won't be another warning. And so I didn't see any more racism, but then the guy cussed later on. And I said, this is a family-friendly server. Please watch your language. And the next time he cussed, I banned him.
Nice.
And don't get me wrong. I know people make mistakes.
Harsh.
But this particular character, he was just using language that wasn't appropriate. And I'm not going to tolerate it. So...
Well,
that was me being Serious West. Serious West.
You weren't dancing.
No, I was not dancing.
That sounds overly harsh. It really does. I'm not sure I would ban someone for cussing.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
It was insulting cussing. It was
insulting you?
No. But I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to go through the individual example.
What did he say?
No, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Can you spell it with your hands?
Or maybe you can just give us a physical demonstration.
No, because I'd have to explain the joke and it would all go downhill from there. I also got a little frustrated when we were playing Turbine the other night. I was playing and I was trying to play an engineer and I had all these people around me. And everybody was just letting my stuff die. And it got to the point where I'm like, so I'd stop playing an engineer, okay? And then other people would the scouts would just start rushing in, because that's what happens when you don't have a sentry gun on Turbine.
Right.
And so we'd lose. And I'd go, is anyone going to play engineer? And they would be like, no. And I'm like, okay, I'll play it. So then I play the engineer. And there would be 3 people down there with me, with my gun, okay? And my gun would die over and over and over again. And I'm sitting here going, this doesn't make any sense. And I started getting frustrated. And then I would be like, okay, I'm playing demo. So I'd switch over to, and then of course the scouts would just start running in. And I'm just like, this is no fun. So yeah,
I think I was on that game too, and you're like, man, I'm stuck playing the NG again.
I don't want to be the NG. I've specifically have been trying to play medic so that my medic hours beat my NG hours, and I'm still about 30 minutes behind. And every time I'm like, okay, yeah, and then something happens, and I care more about not blatantly losing than I do about getting my medic up.
Well, I was gonna try to get.
I don't think I've played engineer in weeks.
I see, and I just, it's just one of those things. When the scouts are getting the easy caps, I feel like somebody has to go engineer. Somebody does, and I take one for the team.
Yeah.
I just play heavy.
I actually tried being the heavy sentry, but that didn't work very well. I wasn't.
That's because you suck at playing heavy. I mean, really, that's all there is to it. You suck.
Do I have to listen to him? Isn't his Skype coming through my computer? Can't I just mute this?
Click.
No hand gestures or anything.
I have to say I'm being especially mean to Wes because earlier on our forums I saw that Ash Williams said that he couldn't tell me and Brent apart. And so I said that I was the one that was constantly berating Wes. So now I have to constantly berate Wes.
That is a point. That is a point.
Yeah, shut up.
See, I'm nice to you.
The other way that you can tell is that Spencer is the effeminate one. He's the one that sounds, as if his sexuality is questionable.
Please quit talking about me like that.
Anyway, who's next?
That would be Spencer.
I guess me. Yeah.
Spinker.
Let's see.
How you
My
doing,
week
Spinker?
was I'm fine. How are you?
Doing good.
My week was actually pretty good. I have a new podcasting table, sort of, which is only worth mentioning because otherwise I would be horribly uncomfortable right now. And when I say sort of, I mean I have crates stacked up with an old whiteboard over the top of them. So it's pretty
An old
ghetto.
whiteboard?
Yeah, do you remember that whiteboard that was up in my old house?
Yeah.
And yeah, it still has the stuff you wrote on it.
Really?
Ooh, what'd you write
drinking.
on it?
Yeah.
What did I write on it?
Like I don't. It's not important. But
Well, it's
stuff
right there
about
in front of
drinking
you. Why don't
and-
you read it out?
Well,
Any,
it's
TF2
under a
tips?
blanket, and I don't know.
Why would you cover it up?
It has.
That would be so cool to have a whiteboard desk. You could draw cool pictures on it all the time. Why would you cover it up?
Especially with stuff Wes wrote on it. It's gotta
Yeah,
be
well,
worth money.
It might be.
After I spent
die.
a lot of time this week. I spent a lot of time this week playing Badlands, which we're not going to be talking about today. But I have to say, I just want to say, get it out there. I really like Badlands quite a bit, and I think there's a lot of good gaming to be had there that may be lacking on the Wellish ones. In my
Wellish.
opinion.
I like how you've done that. Wellish.
Wellish, yeah, that's what they are. I finally played CP Studio for the first time.
Yay.
I had not played it, and that was lovely. And
Nerds
I thought it was very pretty. I thought that CP Studio was very pretty, but I didn't think it was really very much fun.
What?
I'm saying, that's all I'm saying. We just steamrolled over the other team every time, and
Well,
I don't know.
the reason that you don't like CP Studio is because you're wrong. No, really.
nerds.
There's no need to shut up. You can fight back.
I'm so tired of everyone else. Leave Spencer alone.
Wes
Leave him
Williams
alone.
fatality.
And as has been previously mentioned, most of my game time was spent on server number 4 for two reasons. One, because people I know are playing on server number 4, so I feel like I'm playing with strangers on number 1 quite a bit. And 2, because number 1's empty a lot, and I think we need to figure out a way to remedy that.
Play
that
on
issue.
it. I'm telling you, every time I'm on there for 5 minutes, it just starts filling up. 2 people show up, and then 5, and then you've got 2 full teams, and it's just that's the thing with the random chatter server. They've got a built-in 5 or 6 that just always play there, so they already have a little starting seed of players, and then people just fill it up from there. And we just need to do the same thing on all of our other servers, on the Fun server. And on server 1 and all the Europeans on the EU server that Peace runs for us.
Yep.
Because those HL stats, they work on all the servers these days.
Really? They cross?
They cross. Not only that, but all the admins can see all the text from all the servers.
Really?
Yeah. And that's trial. I might turn it off if it's too much.
Wow.
I didn't turn it on. You can make it where everybody sees it, but I thought that was going a little too far.
That is a little bit too much.
You're like, hey, there's a K Burnett.
We already have people complaining about that there's too much text spam.
Yeah, is there any way we can turn off the stat numbers?
Yeah, you got a button on your monitor.
What?
You turn your monitor off and you
Yeah,
won't
it
see
just
any
turns everything off. There is actually a
There are
console
some
command that will turn it off just for you. So
I think we can put that in probably the config to start it like that. Right. But someone email me that.
Okay. Because my thing is that I don't always get a chance to look at the chat. And when I do, if it's had, 5 kill messages scroll across it, then it takes off whatever chat I wanted to glance at.
Mm-hmm.
So especially if the server's full and you're doing a lot of killing, you can miss what people are saying.
I haven't really, I mean, for me, without my headset, because Eric still hasn't sent me my headset.
I don't think he has it, does he? Don't you have it, Wes?
What?
No, I don't have it.
Oh.
It's here.
I thought you said you took it back to Best Buy.
Oh. Well, yeah, I did, but I was lying.
You liar.
I think I saw it.
I'm banning you. You're banned from the podcast. Go.
There is nothing on the intro sheet that says I can't lie.
There's nothing on the intro sheet that says you can't use an aimbot either.
It says no
Ooh,
cheating.
Snap.
It
Well,
does.
sending
Does it
back my
really?
headset is cheating.
Yes.
It is. Because it limits my ability to communicate with others and tell them that we need more Ubers in the sewers of Two Fort.
Well, yeah.
That was my week, though. That's all I got.
That was your week.
Excellent week.
Awesome. Awesome stuff. And so now we move on
on the
to
loudspeaker.
On the loudspeaker.
Yes.
No one's going to do the fake pyro voice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, on the loudspeaker, we had this donated by St. Louis Ribs 7734. That's a forum joke, saying the name's really loud. Anyway, Still Alive is coming to Rock Band. If you have an Xbox 360 and you have Rock Band, you can download Still Alive as one of the playable songs. And actually, there's a video on YouTube of Jonathan Colton, who wrote Still Alive, the song at the end of Portal, performing with his band on Rock Band.
This was a triumph.
Yes.
I'm making a note here.
Huge success. But anyway, and I'm very excited also because I'm a kind of a console snob in that I buy consoles for specific reasons.
Would you say it's hard to overstate your satisfaction?
Yeah.
Aperture Science. Anyway, that's the next line. Shut up. But Rock Band is actually coming out for the Wii this summer.
Awesome.
I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, but it's not going to have online play, so you're going to be playing it all by yourself. You're going to be sad.
What are you talking about?
I want to see
Why won't it have online play?
Point. Team Fortress 2 on
Because
Wii.
the Wii's online sucks. Just like you can't play your copy of Guitar Hero 3 online because it doesn't have it.
Well, they're going to have downloadable content on Wii, and they're working on getting the online gameplay on the Wii up. So I don't want to hear it.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I don't want to hear it. And besides, I don't want to buy a stupid 360 or PS3.
So Portal 2 is announced. Do you think they'll be putting that on the Wii?
I don't know. They might.
No.
That's what we call a segue in the radio business.
That was announced at the Game Developer Conference. I was watching G4 and saw that there was a interview going on with a girl that had developed Portal. And they were totally amazed that they sold the game to Valve and that it did so well. And they talked about they worked on it for 2 years and all this. And then she said that it had already been announced that 2 was in the works because, of course, 1 did so well. So that's totally awesome.
Is that the GDC? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Because we also got an email from Nemesis.
Oh, yeah. He's like a
Exciting news
correspondent
there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Does someone want to say what that was?
I don't have a laptop.
It was he saw a video there. He saw the next Meet Thee there. Do you know what it is?
I do, but I think you should say it.
It's Meet the Scout.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so we're going to do Meet the Female Scout tonight on our servers. That's Server 5.
That's really, really cool that you did that. Segu, yes. Segu way. So this is almost
we also heard
What?
We also heard that from Kevin Burnell, didn't we, on the forums? He mentioned it as well, right?
Yes, he sure did.
Yep.
But he already got to mention this podcast, so I was moving on to the next person.
Yeah, we're spreading the love. Do you want to say those forum names really loud like I did?
Nemesis and Kevin Burnell.
Man, I wish I had a pen so we could write stuff and put it up to the camera.
And we decided to do, by the way, did we announce that we were doing this? We decided to stream our live podcast this week. So like we've actually got an audience of about 10 or 15 people watching us do this. So there's probably some laughter going on here that.
It says there's 19 right now in the chat room.
Oh, well, I wasn't paying attention.
19 West is
I
what
keep
they're
looking
saying.
over there.
And that's what I love about it is we'll say stuff that's wrong and they'll correct us like immediately. It's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, see, like right here, Spencer said something, and then they all said, "No, Spencer is a rotten, stupid idiot, and I hate his dirty, stinking guts." That's really not
have
very
I
nice,
mentioned that I
guys.
don't like uStream? I don't like it at all.
You don't like uStream?
No, because people are always telling me how terrible a person I am. Seriously, though, I think that uStream is sort of slowing down our Skype connection, and it's making it kind of difficult for me to talk here.
I think that's probably true. Maybe we should get a wired connection into our studio.
I think we should.
Yeah.
Probably.
We should talk to those nice Snapple guys and get them to give us some of their cables.
Snapple.
Yeah. So, should I talk about the new song that we put out?
Should, because it's a Scout thing. It's a Scout-centric episode.
Exactly. So, in lieu of putting out Fade and Nico's female Scout model, it is a mod that will allow you to play the female Scout. The model was based on the drawings of Nico, and it looks really, really good. I had a crazy idea one day to do a song about someone in love with the female Scout. It was going to be a love song, but it was going to be really cheesy, over the top, kind of like, really silly song. But I'd written a couple of lines down, and it was okay, but I knew I needed to contact everybody.
You needed a hook.
I called up, I needed a hook, basically. I called up Brent, I called Wes, I called Spencer, and I said, I'm excited. We got to do this love song about a female Scout. They're like, really? That's a cool idea. I'll come over. So everybody came over to the house. We brainstormed for a long time. And in fact, I think it was you, Brent, who came up with the title, which was funny. Double Jump My Heart. And so this was some music that I'd already written. So all it needed was lyrics. So it was basically like, just plugging in lyrics and then recording them and mixing them. And real quick, there was 3 versions. There's a version with me singing it, there's a version with Spencer singing it, and then finally there's a version with Daryl Hazelrig, which is an old friend of mine. I got him to sing it.
And I still want to hear yours, because I think yours was probably better.
Back when I first met Eric, he and Daryl were joined at the hip, and they were little.
Are you sure it was the hip?
Well, they had clothes on. Anyway, and we actually were running some live action vampire games back in the day, and we had them.
Oh my God, we're dorks! Oh my God, LARPing has been invoked! Holy crap! What the hell? We agreed we were having no LARPing talk. Oh my God.
Next we'll be going into furry.
No, that's not happening. But anyway, so I got Daryl and Eric to film some little intro stuff for our. We need to find that video someday. It's really funny. I get stabbed by Robert. And,
it was good times. But where was I at?
You're talking about Daryl singing the song.
Oh yeah, okay. So Daryl sings the song, and we were sitting right here in the studio and laying it down, and he kept trying different voices and stuff, and finally kind of ended up with a sleazy version of Eddie Vedder meets Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah, that's about right.
And recorded that, and a couple of weeks later, mixing it and also a lot of tune tweaking or pitch tweaking, because he kind of messed up a couple of spots, and I went ahead and fixed up mine too. Kind of did some pitch repair and some stuff like that. So I don't know. I might put out another version. But anyway, so that song is out there, and I'm ready to do another one.
Yeah.
Not another
The next one's going to be
Not another Scout song, but, I just like cheesy songs.
I was going to, suggest we do Double Jump My Podcast, or, Double Jump My West, or Double Jump My Brent.
Yeah, I like
Double
that
Jump
one.
My Candy Corn.
Bunny corn.
Bunny corn. Bunny corn. Oh, wonder what kind of corn they're going to have for Thanksgiving. Just
Turkey
regular
corn.
candy corn?
Turkey corn.
Turkey corn.
Creamed corn.
For all of your
corn
candy
pudding.
corn related needs.
Oh, right. This isn't the candy corn podcast. I forgot.
No, we haven't started that one yet.
So, is that all we're going to talk about on the Scout video and the sound?
Hey, someone said I like Wes more.
Well, they do.
Womp womp. So,
I say someone. Navicarious.
Anyway, so that song is kind of, dedicated to Nico and Fade for their excellent work.
And I'm not kidding. It's very seldom that I consider myself to be around, greatness. But when I see people who take an idea and make it into reality like that, it was just scribbles on a piece of paper, and all of a sudden it's a functioning model in the game, and that's amazing to me.
And right now it doesn't have any sound. I'm actually working on getting some sound recorded from an actress here in town. And I'm going to try to set that up next week. But as of now, it'll be released without the extra sound. So it will still sound like the Male Scout, basically.
We just got a new event that just popped up right now. It is the event for the Scout. So if you want to go check it out, check out the Scout event stuff.
Oh, wow. So by the time you hear this, which is Wednesday, it would have already been out. But we're recording this on Sunday.
So next Sunday, you should be in the chat room listening as well.
Every single week you go, because we record on Sunday and release on Wednesday.
Everyone must know by now when we record.
They do, and we've gotten feedback about it. That's one of
We
the
record on
dislikes.
Sunday?
They wish we recorded on Sunday and put it out Sunday night.
Sunday.
But now you can join live and listen.
That's right.
Watch.
Yep.
We are listening, and we are paying attention to
You know what it's going to be mean?
listeners.
We're not going to run live next week, and that means the people who are listening to the uStream are going to have to wait a week and a half. We're mean.
We'll have a link, which is basically if you go to deadworkers.com/tf2/live, then you can join us and watch us live.
Dum, dum, dum.
And we may or may not have the webcam up if it's not Sunday. If it is up, we're probably just fooling around. So feel
If
free
it's
to
up,
to stalk us or just be creepy and just watch us. And we might leave the thing on, and you'll see someone sneaking in here eating all the bunny corn.
Bunny corn.
You want me to talk about this last bit?
Yes.
There was an update. Team Fortress 2 update.
Yay, update.
They fixed, I think they fixed the Badlands exploit that was getting so popular.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the specific one they mentioned or they're doing, but they say in the patches fixed Badlands exploits, plural, and missing textures. They fixed a case where stabbing you in the front would secure a backstab, of course. And then also they made it so that dropped weapons now replenish half of your max ammo when being picked up. Doesn't that seem like a lot to you? It used to be like 20 bullets, didn't it? Like,
No,
let's say
it
I'm a
was-
heavy.
It's a little more.
I mean, if
It
I
was more than that.
was it?
Yeah, I mean, because I've relied on that as a heavy for a long time, and I didn't even really notice a difference.
I don't know. That just seems like a lot to me. I mean, picking up a gun, getting half your max ammo. Wow. I don't know. Anyway,
I will say that ever since the patch, I've had this happen a couple times. And I wanted to see if it had happened to anybody else. On Dust Bowl, on leg 3, I've had it happen twice now. Once when I was attacking and once when I was defending, where the attacking team was basically fought to a standstill on the last point, and then 10 seconds before the match ends and the attacking team loses, all of a sudden the attacking team wins, and the point doesn't change color or anything. It's just all of a sudden the attacking team wins. Has anyone else noticed that? Has anyone else seen that happen?
Yes, on our server.
did you do it?
No, I didn't do it.
This wasn't an admin thing. You didn't make.
No, I don't know what's been happening, but I've seen something after the update. I'm just assuming that something's been tweaked.
I'm not sure if it was on that map, but I did have something where all of a sudden I thought we were going to win, and then we lost, and I never saw anybody capping the point.
I lost, and I turned and looked at the point, and I was on defense, and the point was still red. I mean, there was not a blue player in sight.
Yeah,
it was very frustrating.
HL Stats does it correctly though when that happens.
Well, that's cool.
So it's just something.
It doesn't
goofy.
make me feel better unless I'm paying attention to HL Stats, though.
Yeah, no, we could redo the server. And,
really an underhanded gift you've given us, Brent.
You're welcome. I got sick of losing, so now I win every time I lose. It's great.
That's hot. I like what you're doing with the place. Okay, this would be where reconnaissance would be, but I want you to imagine me waving my hand like a Jedi. This is not the reconnaissance you're looking for. This is not the reconnaissance you're looking for. Okay, moving on.
Hold on. Someone in the chat actually said that the Times Squared said the map times out and blue auto wins for having more points. Which I know when it happened to me, I looked and the team that had more points did win. So it may be something they did with the update, you know.
You're saying it's the length of the play times out?
Yeah.
And so it looks at the existing points before the level is over.
And what I think that may be, that may be if sudden death is turned off. So since it can't go to anything else, it says, okay, well, we got a winner.
Why do we have sudden death?
There is no sudden death. There is no sudden death on Dust Bowl.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, well, yeah, so there. Stick it.
Damn, he shut you down.
I guess they had to put something in for. But anyway, the reason why we didn't have sudden death is because after the patch, they made it an option.
Okay.
And the default is to not have it on. I don't know what that tells you, but so I put it back in on at least one of the servers, if not a few of the servers. So we should be having it back.
I never got to play All Medic Sudden Death.
Well, that's probably
that's because you didn't play for an entire week. Then I don't know. It was on for.
I never got to sudden death.
We played a lot of that last night. It
really?
Happened. Yeah.
It did go to sudden death last night?
See? I was on server 1.
Well, okay.
It was great.
Fix things. I want to hear an apology.
And everybody.
I'm sorry, Brent.
I'm just kidding.
Everybody seemed to like it.
I'm a bad fellow. I'm sorry. You got any more of that potted meat?
No, I got a little cute flying dragon for you.
Stop.
Our audio listeners are very confused right now.
That's okay. Yes. They usually are anyway. After they listen to our half-brain attempts at tips.
I know. So, listener contributions. We got a new CP spray this week.
And it's fancy.
Yay.
It is. And it is actually posted on gamesprays.com. And it is stupendous. Who made that for us?
I have no idea.
Hold on.
I will tell you.
I have it in email. I have it in email.
It was, let's see. Let's see.
It is Maxwell Langdon made it.
Yes.
Maxwell Langdon. That's a cool name. Maxwell is my middle name.
That doesn't sound real.
Fake.
Fake name.
You should say that.
Totally photoshopped that name.
The founder of the Pixel Hive Design and Web Development and Graphic Design Group at pixelhivedesign.com, gamesprays.com, and tutorialquest.com.
That's a lot of websites.
Yeah. I've got that right here on the email that I got too.
But that's excellent. That was a cool spray.
That's my new spray. That's what I've been using.
Oh, okay. I saw it in game.
Yeah. And this might sound cheesy. My name is so boring, and I'm so boring that I can't really. That I can't really come up with anything that, like a big scary devil turnip drawn by Nico. That's cool, I can't think of anything cool to do with my name or anything that would characterize my particular behavior.
Just a big W for win. In blue.
But people would think it was Maija.
Ah.
See?
A W?
You know what, Wes?
For win.
Wes?
Yes.
You should just suffer in obscurity. I mean, it's your own fault. You should pick something exciting, like Pastel Blue Unicorn. That should be your new name.
Yeah.
Pastel Blue Unicorn.
Man.
Yeah, that would be
Unicorn.
That would be stupid.
Unicorn man.
That'd be really awesome.
Hey, that's probably my wife. Anyway, Now I'm all distracted. So I've been using the new control point spray when I go out and about because I still want to promote the server. I mean, I think there's a lot of good players out there who don't know about us still. Mm-hmm. So I go on server 1 where none of our regular people play anymore.
Another cool set of sprays were made by ClydeFrog. The ones I'm talking about?
Yes.
They referenced last week's episode where a jellyfish jumped out of the briefcase and ate Spencer's face. And there's another one with Wes Wilson with a heart on.
Yes.
Heart. With a heart on?
Yes, because I have a heart on.
And he has vampire fangs.
Yes.
Well, over there.
Candy corn vampire.
Yeah.
And he's actually, he's actually made me a few sprays. It's just, I've never really, I don't really, he made me a great Ash poster with, can I interest you in some death?
Yeah.
And I just don't say it anymore. For a while there, I thought it was really funny to say that. And it just doesn't, so maybe I should use the candy corn one, but it feels a little too vain. Putting my face on the wall of the server, it just doesn't seem very...
I think it's awesome.
Me too.
Really?
You know what? I'm going to
Jesus
start
used to do
putting
it.
Wes's face on the wall all the time.
Jesus did it. Simpsons did it. Anyway.
Simpsons did it.
What's next?
So the next thing here is that, let's see, BoomRocker made a control point Steam skin. And if you guys haven't seen this thing is totally awesome.
It is really cool.
It's really cool. And we'll put a link to that up on the forums. He just basically took our website design and our logo and incorporated them into a Steam skin, and I likes it a lot.
Yeah, it is very cool. It's very orange because it does match the website, but it will bring some color into your windows.
That will match your control point OS skin that you have, which will also match your official. And I'm going to announce this now. And I know we agreed that we weren't going to talk about it, but
LARPing. Are we going to talk about LARPing again?
Sorry.
A line of clothing,
A little bit of
the control
furry.
point fashion line, including your very own control point underwear.
Oh yeah.
So you can put us on your underwear.
Yeah, there's a great picture of Wes's face with vampire fangs on the ass end of the boxers.
Yes.
If you're interested.
Yes. It's no. Anyway.
Let's see, Kay Burnell made a interesting forum post of notes that he made from GDC from he along with, I think, what was his the other guy, Kevin? Do you guys know who I'm talking
Burnell?
about? Kevin James.
Oh, Kevin James.
Yeah. They both went to this thing at GDC called Stylization with a Purpose: The Illustrative World of Team Fortress 2, and Kay Burnell posted his notes up on our forums, and it makes for a good read.
That's cool. Very cool insider information there.
Yes. And we already been talking about ClydeFrog and his funny sprays. So
Yes. I have a heart on.
I know. The first time I saw that, I mean, I wasn't actually drinking milk when I saw that, but I would have spurted out my nose. I really would have. I was like,
I still don't know what y'all were talking about. I must have missed that thread.
Oh, it was last week's episode.
Oh.
Don't you remember
No.
the whole "Why does everyone have a heart on but me"?
Remember?
Oh, hard. Okay. Yeah.
It was
Now you get it.
It was.
I still didn't. Isn't that sad?
Oh man,
I got it though.
Brent, you're a smart guy.
I got it.
And sometimes stuff just goes.
Yeah. Well, I took it at face value. I was like, oh, he was sad he didn't have a heart on his shirt. I was like, that's kind of funny, but not really. I don't really get the humor there.
Did you know you can go to your Steam thing by hitting Shift Tab?
I hate you. Just wait. Just wait. You think you're funny now.
I am funny. I'm a funny
so is
guy.
that all the listener
funny.
contributions that we had this week?
Yes, I believe so. Well, we have some phone
If we-
calls. Do we want to go ahead and play those, or are those into the episodes?
Hey, did we want to mention the bonk song, the Super Bonk Land?
That's in surveillance.
That's
That's the next
Yeah, I've got it
section.
under surveillance.
Oh, we're in surveillance now. Whoops.
Yes. We're getting through listener contributions. See, we need little songs to separate the segments, I think.
You want me to sing a little ditty?
Yeah. This is surveillance. This is surveillance. This is surveillance. Dun, dun.
You have entered surveillance. I don't even know where that was.
So the first thing that we've got here is from Ubercharged, the Legos remake of the trailer. Someone who's seen this talk about it, because I haven't.
No, it's just basically they take the little Legos guys and recreate the trailer and filmed it. It's like stop motion. It's pretty cool.
I don't know if I'd go so far as to say cool.
I think anytime someone
Legos
takes the
are
time
always
to make
cool.
something TF2 related, it's cool.
Okay.
Whether it's good, cool, or
I
bad
agree.
cool, that's each person's own opinion.
I don't have to put up with your low standards.
Now, this next
you
thing
do.
on the
It's
list
crazy.
is absolutely cool. This next thing that we've got is totally cool.
Oh, it is totally cool.
It is.
It's the bonk
And I think we
song.
should play it.
I think we should too.
Play it.
I think we should too.
Yeah, why don't you come over and say that to my face, tough guy?
Here's the bonk song.
Too bad it's going to seem so awful.
Yeah.
Is it over yet?
No, it's not.
I think you've gotten the point, though. Stop it and let's keep recording.
I like it. I don't want it to stop.
That's the song that never ends.
It is the song.
Yeah,
that
it's fantastic. And that was posted in our forums by Exhibit A. So thank you, Exhibit A.
Yeah, you can go listen to it again if one wasn't enough.
Yes, and
In
there's
fact,
even
there's even an MP3 download on the YouTube page. You
So
can
that-
download it as a MP3.
So that you can audio
And then
surf
Let's audio surf it.
audio surf it.
I'm sure someone else has already thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. Someone did. I think it was Silver Chaos.
Really?
Because Silver Chaos has the highest score right now on the Double Jump My Heart.
Oh.
Which apparently has a corkscrew in the very beginning of it. But go figure.
Weird.
One of my friends beat one of my Bjork scores the other day. I bet it was you, wasn't it, Spencer?
No, I haven't played it all week.
Well,
I haven't
okay.
played audio surf like
Thanks
all
for
week.
tuning in to the Audio Surf podcast, brought to you by the Dead Workers Party.
Brought to you by Bunny Corn.
And bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
So what's this reliable excavation demolition.com website?
It's great. Alex has posted this on the forums, and someone has made a website that is reliableexcavationdemolition.com, and if you look at what that spells, it spells RED. And it's like if the Red Team was an actual company, this is their website.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And that's what it
It's
says under
really
red all over
cool.
the place, right? I mean, on the logo in the game.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say under blue?
Builders League United. I
Does
think.
anybody have that yet?
I believe so.
There's a site up, yeah, but there's nothing on it yet.
Are you sure? I thought I saw something.
Yeah, I mean, there's all I saw was the blue team logo. That's all I saw up on that site.
But I guess they're going to make one eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll fight.
But
Their website.
God, I hate this lag.
Yes.
This lag is killing me.
We'll fix it next week. Our last piece of survey. Oh no, we've got two. Do we really want to do the Get Behind Me Doctor thing?
Have you listened to it?
I haven't seen that. So.
Yeah, it's
FW.
I've listened to it and it's hilarious, so I say we talk about it.
okay. Somebody, and we won't play it in the podcast. Somebody made a video. They were in game, so I assume they captured it, via Source TV or whatever. But someone started playing over the chat in a game a mashup of heavy and doctor quotes with modulated tones, such that the whole Get Behind Me Doctor thing sounded a little more convincing.
Uh-huh. So it's just an audio clip? Or
It sounded like they were doing it.
It did. It sounded like they were doing it.
It's very funny, but you don't listen to it if your boss is in the room.
Yes, this is at home by yourself. I mean, it's not like, foul, but it's, you don't want to hear your boss have you hear it. So.
It's suggestive.
Yes, play the bonk song at work. The last thing that we have is also really.
Oh, by the way, Satiros posted that in the forum. So
okay, and the last one was by Ifrit. Ifrit posted it. It is.
Hey, I get that because I said the name wrong in the last podcast.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yes.
That's funny. I remember that.
I'm a funny guy. Anyway, there's live action Meet the Spy, and basically it's a couple of people, and they do a little live action video of an engineer building a dispenser and a spy coming along and sapping it, and it is terrible and terribly cute all at the same time.
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
I have to give them credit just for doing it.
True.
Okay, now it's time for shout outs. Shout outs. Shout outs.
Yeah, we got a donation this week from Try Rudolph.
Awesome.
So we appreciate that. Thank you very much.
We've already
Thank you,
decided
sir.
what we're going to invest in.
I think we're going to get some
I
pop
can now
screens.
afford a diamond encrusted Cadillac. So yeah.
I think we are going to get some pop screens, so there's no more
So there's no popping.
They're called plosives.
Plosives.
Yes.
Plosives? I like pop screen. I'm just going to call them pop screens.
No, well, it's still called a pop screen. Well, plosive is what you want to suppress with a pop screen. But anyway.
Is this a pop screen podcast?
Yes, it is. Also,
It's a plosive
can you go back?
podcast.
Sorry, that was the comedy rule of three.
Also, Mr. Eagle wanted me to do a shout out to Killiz Inc. And they are a server that we played on last night. They're actually a bunch of cool guys.
Okay, I have a beef with this though. Sorry
What
to
happened?
interrupt you though. If someone emails you, shout out. We're not doing it from now on. No more shout outs from email. We've got a phone number. You can get Skype, and you can call in all the shout outs you want, and we will play every single one of them.
Don't go that far.
Brent has put his
Every
foot down.
single one of them
He
will
did.
get on a podcast.
He pulled the plug.
On a podcast?
It may be the shout out podcast. Rule of three.
And that's about it.
And we also had some phone calls that include some shout outs that are very amusing, and we're going to play those after the show. Right?
Yes, Goose and Boom getting into it.
Yes. It's yeah. Yeah.
It is
It's all
kind
that
of,
in a
yeah.
bag of chips.
So I know that we didn't do a map this week, and I hope that certain people aren't disappointed.
Yeah.
By
Yeah,
our lack
I'd
of
be
map.
disappointed at getting better content the next week.
Yeah, I mean, I played a ton of Badlands, and I saw you, Wes, on there a lot,
Yep.
too. And we just think that maybe, another week would be, needed to actually give strategies and stuff. I mean, right now, we know the area, we know the geometry, we can explain, we can talk about that, but anyone knows that just playing the game.
And
or
it
playing
also
the map.
came down to we didn't put up a post to get everybody, all the community's feedback about the map, and we just don't want to do talk about map discussion without that in there.
And also,
It's
one other
totally
thing,
our fault.
Badlands is too new for us to go and steal stuff from other people.
Not at all.
I went online and I'm like, okay, well, I'll see what other people have to say for tips.
TF2 Strategy.
Yeah, didn't you find a new website?
Yes, I did. One interesting thing I found, and this actually should have been under the surveillance sections, I found a website called tf2strategies.com, and they actually have class strategies and map strategies with good graphics and things like that. I really recommend them. That's my, and they did some good stuff, but I was so excited. I'm like, oh, look, they've got a Badlands section. Click. To be continued or whatever, in development, coming soon. I'm like, no, I need some help. So,
and we also just got an image from Fade of the new Scout.
Sweet.
Oh, cool.
The new female Scout.
Let's put that up.
I'm working on it.
Cool.
Which we will be playing right after the show.
So,
anyone want to
update our wiki at tf2wiki.net. Or
dig us.
Dig us.
Dun, dun, dun.
At dig.
dig, dig.
We got our 40th. We got our 40th review on iTunes the other day.
Yay!
I was very happy with
Give
that.
Give us more. And more iTunes reviews.
And we gained back one spot that we lost in the great podcast disappearance of 2008.
The great disappearance.
Give us thumbs up in Stumble Upon, because that brings more people to the site through Stumble. And join the community and the forums, where it's a hopping good time with the swinging guys from Control Point. Woogie woogie woo.
You are now at the end of another episode of Control Point.
Victory.
Every one of you deserves a medal.
A podcast brought to you by the Dead Workers Party. See the show notes and leave comments for this episode at controlpoint.deadworkers.com or leave us a voicemail at area code 256-513-4772.
Auf Wiedersehen!
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brute Doug. I'm just calling for one reason and one reason alone. That is to give a shout out to my boy Goose, who's in the chat room right now. He's a little upset because no one ever mentions him, so I was going to give him a shout out and be all cool with him. So, I'm just hanging out, listening to the podcast, and enjoying this great. Yeah, Eric talking a bunch of junk. But anyways, holla at your boy.
Hey, Brute Dog, this is Goose. Stop being such a rocket jockey. That's all.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Hey, Goose, why don't you get off my Kool-Aid and point your rockets at people and not your face? Oh, my God, Goose. Goose, I'm so sorry. Oh, my God, Goose, I'm so sorry. I love you, Goose.